Okay, now let us see the relationship between the zeros and the coefficients of a quadratic polynomial. We already know that the general form of a quadratic is ax square plus bx plus c, and we know to find two of the zeros also. And the first zero can be taken as alpha, should be noted by this letter, and next zero can be taken as beta, should be denoted by this letter, and both alpha beta are Greek letters. And there is a relation also between the zeros and the coefficients. Coefficients means the letters a, b, c. That is, coefficient of x squared is a, coefficient of x is b along with the sign, and constant term along with the sign is noted as the coefficients. That is, a, b and c should be taken along with the sign. And the first relation is sum of zeros, that is alpha plus beta. We are adding the two zeros, that value will be equal to minus b by a. Alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. Next, second one, the product of zeros alpha beta is equal to c by a. Alpha beta equal to c by a. So the two relations are alpha plus beta equal to minus b by a, alpha beta equal to c by a. And if we given values of two zeros, we have to find a quadratic. So the general form to find a quadratic by ourselves, that general form is x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta. If they given values of alpha beta separately, or if they given sum and product, by substituting the values in this general form, we can find the quadratic polynomial. Now let us see some examples. Example 1. So they given the question, you can refer your book. So they given a quadratic polynomial. They ask us to find two zeros, and they ask us to check the relationship also. So first let us take the polynomial x square plus 7x plus 10. So the sum is 7 and product is 10. So the two numbers are 5 and 2. So x square plus 7x plus 10 can be written as x plus 5 into x plus 2. Therefore the zeros are minus 5 and minus 2. So let us take the first zero. Alpha is equal to minus 5 and beta is equal to minus 2. What's the first relation? That is sum of zeros. So let us find alpha plus beta is equal to, for alpha minus 5 plus for beta minus 2. So minus 5 plus minus 2 is equal to minus 7. Let us take it as equation 1. Next, minus b by a is equal to minus 7. That is, value b is 7. There is a minus sign in the relation itself. So it is minus 7 by a value is 1, which is equal to minus 7. Let us take it as equation 2. And next let us find a product of zeros. That is alpha beta. Alpha is minus 5, beta is minus 2. The product comes 10. Take it as 3. And c by a, that value c is 10 by a value is 1, so which is equal to 10. So from the four equations we come to know that 1 equal to 2 and 3 is equal to 4. Hence the relationship is verified. Next let us see the example 2. They given a quadratic which is x square minus 3. There is no middle term. So I included 0 dot x. So it is x square plus 0x minus 3. And here comes the product is minus 3 and the sum is 0. 3 we can get by the product of root 3 and root 3. Since we have a minus sign, one become positive, another one is negative, and the sum is obviously 0. So x square minus 3 can be written as x plus root 3 into x minus root 3. So the two zeros are root 3 and minus root 3. Let us take alpha is equal to root 3 and beta is equal to minus root 3. So sum of zeros, alpha plus beta is root 3 plus minus root 3 is equal to 0, and minus b by a is equal to minus 0 by 1, which is again 0. And product of zeros is alpha beta is equal to minus root 3 into minus root 3, which is equal to minus 3. Root 3 into minus root 3 is equal to minus 3, and c by a is equal to minus 3 by 1, which is equal to minus 3. So 1 is equal to 2 and 3 is equal to 4. Hence relationship verified. So in the previous two examples, we found the value of zeros and we used to verify the relationship also. In the next example, we are going to frame a quadratic. They given that sum of zeros is minus 3 and product of zeros is 2. So sum of zeros represents the minus 3 refers to alpha plus beta and 2 refers to alpha beta. We know that the general form is x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta. So let us substitute x square minus alpha plus beta is given as minus 3. Already there is a minus sign. So minus of minus 3 into x plus alpha beta is 2. So which implies x square plus 3x plus 2, which is the required polynomial.